cool for the
spectators,
people watching. Was supposed to be some sun around, but it's disappeared completely. Forward. Big Stranatica was there. He's got some support now. He's going to get the handball. Rogers to clear for WA, but 3-on-1. One wins, and it's Callum Chee.
That's one of his strong points, Cal. He's really good overhead through size.
Keeps it down the line, keeps it low. Yeah, they did drop away too, didn't they, as the game wore on. Let's hope they can keep it up. Archie. From Jim Harold, couldn't take it. Here's the dangerous Archie, back to Harold. Archie, one way, then the other. Off his left boot, kicks into the pocket, sees the lead. The lead.
But, geez, you just can't look past the kids that find the footy.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a goal from 15 metres out.
That's a good stretch by Dylan Smith. Took the mark. Now he kicks forward. O'Kearney came in, but Archie was too good.
So good overhead.
Better start today for Archie. Hasn't been his best carnival, but he's...
Comes to Clark. Tumbles it forward. Lucky bounce here maybe for Archie. Is he going to get it next? Now, he almost did. Now he's got it.
Great
handball over with Ben Dixon.
Brad, we saw the first game. It was obviously the big key position types, but I want to talk to you about Sammy Petrevski-Seton. He's not in this year's draft, but in a year's time, like, what do you look for obviously his development?
Yeah, well, what's been impressive so far is just the way he's been bowling. He's outstanding. I think he had 40 possessions and a heap of clearances, but he only got a state screening, so he wasn't hugely on the radar from a national combine point of view. But yeah, look, he was outstanding on the big stage. He won the.
Nicholas O'Kearney again with another disposal. His decision-making not so good in a trap, so that's good news that he's out there. But Petrevski-Seton has found Archie 60 metres from goal, and Archie pops it onto the chest of Stranatica.
That was a little bit like, you don't really want to be in a one-on-one when you see...
They started to improve. They're getting a bit of punch out of their defence, and we're seeing there Petrevski-Seton, nice poise to find Archie, and he's just got a beautiful kick.
That pressure there from
New Zealand, and I couldn't have been more impressed with his attitude, his personality. As Mick mentioned earlier in the broadcast, he was the captain of our Australian under-17 side, so certainly has some the first half of this season. This is only his second game back.
Waterman had another piece of that one. This time Archie to the goal square. It might go through. It does. Well, don't worry about marking it for Waterman. Archie kicks the goal off his left. Exactly what WA wanted the first goal of the last quarter. Margin back to 5.
It's been impressive, Archie, today, and as Mick said earlier, he's one that doesn't need a lot of the footy to really hurt you. He can influence the play with limited touches, and we saw here whether he was going for goal or just trying to centre it, but takes a lucky bounce in the goal square.
He's a very unselfish player from what I've seen of him. Happy to bring others into the game.
Yeah, one of the most humble young men you'll ever meet. He's just an absolute ripping young fella. I think this is the time in a game like this too where we'll see the
ground. In comes Waterman, picks it up, turns on the left, into the pocket. Archie's got it. WA on fire here at the moment. They're storming away. They only lead by a point, but this for 3 goals in a row to make it 7.
Yeah, Waterman's play there was outstanding.
Just his ability to get through traffic.
Yeah. And get it on the left and get it to the advantage side of Chee, who you would think won't have any problems here.
That's his strong point too, Cal Archie. His ability to win one-on-one contests in the air for his size, fantastic.
Well, you talked about not having high disposals. This number 12, but coming up for another goal, but also has been involved goal assists 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, he's had a really big influence on this game.
Yep. For 3 in a row. He's got it, and he's pumped. And they've come from nowhere, WA. They weren't expected to win this game. A lot of people here were thinking maybe at 3/4 time Metro, after kicking the last 2 goals, would run away with this. Not to be. They just want to win the footy. Here's Waterman, look at that.
Clever.
Archie did the rest. In the blink of an eye, it's WA by 7.
Well, they got all the running. They're still winning the clearances quite comfortably.
Yeah.
23-17, the hit out.
Once again, O'Kearney missed the goal at one end for Victoria as Mountford goes forward. Archie couldn't take it this time. Bettison right with him, Archie. Second attempt, got it now. Balance. By hand.
Yep. Really good game, lovely kick.
Schoenfeld read that. That'll be advantage. Taken by Schoenfeld, kicks towards goal. Advantage taken, Hinchcliffe. Ball inside forward 50. Chance here for WA. Need a runner, need some class, need Archie. He kicks it behind, unfortunately, he just tugs the kick. And let's get down to Ben at ground level now.
Thanks, Matty. Just
See that. Schoenfeld kept running for WA.
Really followed it up well. Couldn't be too far out from there.
Yeah, especially with a little bit of breeze.
That target.
Yeah, it was Archie, just a little hook lead, ran hard back to the goal square, then just put on the handbrake and came back at the kicker. Very smart. Dangerous player, Archie. Very, very skillful. Very rarely fumbles. Beautiful kick of the footy as well. Plays mainly across high half forward Colts footy back in Western Australia, but should play some senior footy in this back half of the year. From South Fremantle.
So difficult kick from that angle. Should be able to get the distance from 35 metres, but he's gone across the face, so still searching for their first goal.
Yeah.
Down the line, he made it pretty hard for Archie. It was a poor kick, it wasn't even spinning. Watson goes back, Mountford beat it back in towards the middle. It's taken there by Archie. He gets some run. Handball over the top was pretty good in the end to get it to Rogers. Just got his kick away in time, and Archie will be there to help out, so they'll relieve a bit of pressure here, WA.
Ruckman do take time though, Matty, and
yeah,
I think if you're gonna put Gash Newen on your list, you're gonna have to wait 2 to 3 years to see him really fulfill his potential.
A few people led there before he got the ball. I don't know how he was going to kick it to him.
Just
Working hard.
Starting to take the game on, yeah.
Yeah, they got one here in Archie. Nice pass from Hackett. Archie thinks about a passing board. He's got Waterman if he wants him, but decides he's going to have a go.
So at least from this angle, the breeze is sheltered by the grandstand.
Get a bit of protection, don't you, on the side?
You've seen the AFL boys, Stevie Johnson, Gary Ablett back in the day. Pickers used to nail him from here, kick goal of the season from this pocket.
Yeah. There are a couple of reasonably special players, though. This guy here is a good finisher, Archie.
Archie now for 3 in a row for WA. Right. Who knows? They're back within 4 goals, Pickers.
Inside right post, it'll work its way across.
Look at that. Great
He's
kick.
listening to you. The goal umpire didn't move.
Takes a
Wonderful
special
finish.
player, Pickers, to kick him from there, we know. But and this might be a special player.
And was part of the flying boomerangs at 15 years of age. Cal Archie won what's called the Michael Long Medal, named after the great champion of Essendon, who has contributed so much to Indigenous culture and sport and pathways for Indigenous boys from right round Australia to get into the AFL and follow his lead. And Cal Archie had that honour, Michael Long medalist, on his CV.
Speaking of medalists, Kevin, the best player in Division 1 wins the Lark medal.
He'll drop back for probably the next 4 to 6 weeks and play school footy for Haileybury. Also plays for the Dandenong Stingrays, obviously plays for Vic Country, and he's part of the National Academy. So he can have up to 4 different coaches this year.
The boys that we expect to go on and have terrific AFL careers. Still learning at the minute, and there'll be things that can go wrong along the way, but we're really pretty upbeat about the potential of these boys from the bush.
Is it too early, Shifter, to say how strong this year's draft could be? I know we're at the midpoint of the season, but have you got a bit of a feel for how this...
Out, though, Fraser Pearce.
Here's Callum, one of the boys we talked about in the pre-game.
Bright green boots on Norton. Back to Hinchcliffe, running for him. On the left boot, here's Archie in some space. Presumble there from Phillips. Chance WA. Hinchcliffe got a call out wide from Archie. Good.
And they've been down at every break in the first quarters, but today they got away to a fantastic flyer.
Yeah, look really good at the moment. Here's Archie for Victoria. It's a high one up. Archie reads it well. Archie might have got one in the back there, and he win the free kick. We just saw Fraser Pearce there, number 18 for Victoria, Kevin. Good story.
Oh, look, played well last week, and look, his dad was a champion basketball in the Hall of Fame, Daryl Pearce. The Iceman from the 36ers, and played with the Giants, played for the Boomers.
So WA need to reinvest in the future of the game.
Always a pleasure having a chat to you, Jacko.
Line Cabatier again with a big leap. Archie went back into the pack. Archie. 2 goes at it.
West Coast Eagles premiership players, the man in charge with rectifying that.
So we'll see how that transpires in this third quarter, but as we speak, they're trying to run it out. It was Jim Harrell, but the bounce didn't come back up. He's got support. Archie with a little give over the top. Doesn't see. Loose ball at centre half forward. Dangerous here. Coming through was Collins. A good tackle on Archie. And he decides to run straight and deliver it to centre half forward. Ball over the back. Archie is there. Gallucci there for Victoria. Archie wins it.
I think Levi Ridley, number 20, he's at the 18 disposals. I think he's been one of Western Australia's better players today.
WA that come out of the middle here. Some good play here. They're working this kick, but Marky's dropped. The mark initially was taken by Tahara. Probably could have gone back and had the shot. Instead elected to chip in board, and it didn't quite come off. And now WA looking to get it away. Nice clearing kick there. Comes out toward... He has already taken a nice mark and done a couple of good things in terms of clearances as WA look to go forward here. They've going to be outnumbered here. Ball might just beat the bear. That it's just virtually impossible to be able to watch all of them at any one time. And you want to see how... I wonder if we'll ever maybe see that come in the AFL. There'd obviously be a fair bit of debate about that before it ever came in as a...
The same amount of attention getting paid to the schoolwork as to footy. It's not always the case, but...
There, handball coming out from short. Comes back in board match nicely. And again, the West Australian side using a lot of handball kick go properly if they watch more than 4 or 5.
Tom, there's no doubt that you've got to watch them off the ball as well. So that's why you focus on the...
Essendon and Geelong should be a cracker as well as WA just worked this nicely, and that's a good mark taken overhead there by Chee. Little kick in board.
Next year we're taking the draft, and Delidio, an opening bowler. He said he was in our academy camp as an opening bowler, made 85 in the final though. They just lost track of how good he was as a fine player. They took note of the injuries. Ryan Burton's an outstanding South Australian player that we saw play last year, kicked 5 goals in a game as a medium forward, about a 190 centimetre boy. Had a very severe break of the leg and won't play until later in the year, but that boy can play.
Perella, he's got the big ruckman there following him there in Cronin. They're working in confined spaces at the first quarter as the umpire throws it up. With the tap down there was Laddams. Big boy with the dreadlocks. Clearing kick now. And Sangre too far out to score. He obviously thinks he is. He kicks to the dangerous spot. That should be a mark. It is. The umpire's seen it. Archie, fantastic courage. Going back with the flight of the ball. We know he can do the dazzling stuff and the impressive stuff, Kev, but to go back against the run of play and against the flight of the ball, great courage.
Yeah, just adds another list, I suppose, to the boxes that you need to tick. That courage, when under pressure, backing back. And I suppose that's the worst moment in the game, isn't it? When the pack is coming, you can feel that you're going to get that whack behind the ear, if you like. But great courage there, eye on the ball the whole way, and he should finish Chee.
He's only about 25 metres out, directly in front, comes in. Oh, he's made the goal umpire do some dancing, and he's missed to the near side. He's
around Australia as they put their best foot forward for a potential career in the AFL.
In every quarter, 4 in the first, 6 in the second, 4 in the third, and another 4 here in this last quarter. So we are very close to full time in this game, and SA leading it rather comfortably. Little worm burner kick comes in board.